Oh, what's up, guys? Sorry, I was just playing with my new toy. How's it going? I'm VeryCoolAlan, and this is a Galaxy Note 4 for AT&T. This is going to be a first impressions video. No unboxing today because I've already opened it, and really, you've seen hundreds of unboxings probably already by now, since there's a lot of other videos that have already had this phone for a few weeks, but this is the AT&T US model, so we're going to be talking about this one. This is a first impressions video once again. Let's get started. Now, the first thing you're going to notice when you're holding it is that it is so super light, and it's really light. It's really a great built product. It has the metal chamfered edges all around the sides. It's not plastic like the last year's Galaxy Note 3, which was just made out of plastic. This one actually has metal. Samsung has finally listened to the customers, listened to the critics, and has included some form of metal along the sides, which is really great. It looks beautiful. The white version here has the metal all around the sides as well as the black version, but this one has the metal colored white. I don't know why they did that. It's gonna chip off eventually if you don't take care of it, but it still looks great. Another thing you're gonna notice is the screen. It's the same 5.7-inch Super AMOLED screen, but this time it actually has a higher resolution of 2560 by 1440. Previously on the Note 3 it was 1920 by 1080, so you're gonna have higher pixel density, which means clearer images, clearer pictures. You can't actually tell the difference. I had a OnePlus One before, but I don't have a phone right now to compare it to, but I did have a OnePlus One. It had a 1080p screen, and as soon as I opened this, took it out of the box, I actually noticed how sharp it was, and I was just blown away. A lot of people say you can't tell unless you put them side to side, but that's not really the case. If you're actually looking really carefully without another phone next to you, you can actually tell the difference. But yeah, it does help if you have another phone next to it. Second thing you're going to notice is how well built it is. Let me just talk about that once again. You're going to see on the side it has on the right side it has the power button, and that's it. And then on the left side it has the volume up and down button, and the buttons are also metal and chamfered. It gives it a great feel in the hand. When you're feeling it, you actually feel like you're holding a $700-800 device, not like last year's or the year before's where you were like, it feels flimsy, cheap, and you were still paying the same price. Now it feels great. They're trying to compete in the metal department finally with like the HTC One M8, the M7, as well as the iPhone. Now on the bottom you're gonna see that there is a micro USB 2.0. No micro USB 3.0 like last year, since nobody really used it and it was just taking up space and costing more money, so they just decided to go back to the 2.0. You have two microphones on the bottom, dual canceling, and then on the top you're going to have another microphone. So now three microphones for extra noise cancellation and extra functionality. Alright, now on the bottom you're also going to see the S Pen port. New design, sort of. Not really, it's just a little bit ribbed all around. It's supposed to have even better sensitivity and more features than last year's, and we're going to be testing that out over the few coming days before my review comes out. Now the back, you're going to notice that there is a bigger camera. It's 16 megapixels. On the bottom you're going to have the flash and the heart rate sensor. That's about it. Same thing like the Galaxy S5. The only difference between this and the Galaxy S5 is the screen, and that it is not waterproof. It's not IP67 certified, which is not a big deal. If you really like taking care of your phones and you never go in the shower or in the pool with your phone, then you shouldn't have any problem with this. I don't really know anybody that does that. So being waterproof or not, it shouldn't be a big deal as long as you take care of your phone. Now the back doesn't have that faux leather stitching around the borders like it did last year. It's still faux leather design, but no more stitching. It feels nice in the hand. It actually looks a little bit more cleaner, more premium than last year's. And it has the Galaxy Note 4 right here on the bottom, AT&T logo right in the dead center. Alright, and that's for the hardware. Now for the software, it is running Android 4.4.4 KitKat. It will be updated to Android 5.0 Lollipop next year. Since we know Samsung is not the best company that keeps up with the software updates, so we'll probably see it around probably February in the international version, and then for AT&T maybe the month after that. So it's gonna take a while. I'd say another 6 months before I see it on this Note, and it's okay. I mean, it's still running the latest Android software right now. but it's also running TouchWiz on top of the software. It has a TouchWiz skin, which a lot of people are not a fan of, but it's not a big deal. It has all the functionality you expected from TouchWiz that had in the Galaxy S5 and the S4. It has those smart stay and the other nifty little features where you can just move the pictures with your hand and scroll with your eyes. It has all that, and it has the same apps. It has the Samsung App Store. It has the added S-Health functionality app and a few other little bloatware apps from AT&T as well. Now, not much has changed. If you're comfortable with the Galaxy device, if you know a Galaxy device, then not much has changed in the software department. It's rocking a 2.7 gigahertz Qualcomm 805 Snapdragon processor with the Adreno 420 GPU. Now what that means is that it's gonna be able to push these pixels, these QHD pixels, a little bit further. So the performance is not gonna be that faster than the Note 3. You're not gonna see that much of a difference because it's already pushing pixels, so it should stay about the same. Battery life should be about the same as last year's too. Now for the graphics, it should outperform it a little bit because it has a 420 GPU, so you're going to see a little bit more improvement in the frame rate of games. But other than that, real world performance will vary from user to user depending on how many apps they have, if they're running low on storage or what they're running. Say some people could root it and just be running stock Android, but it just depends on user. But overall, it should be about the same as last year's. Now the camera in the back has 16 megapixels. It's a 16 megapixel camera, like I just said, and it is capable of 4K recording like last year. It has HDR, just like many phones nowadays. It takes great pictures from what I've seen so far. We're gonna have to keep testing this out, see how it goes, see how it does. But other than that, I can't really say much. I haven't used it that much at all. I've only had this phone for a few hours, and that's basically it. Other than the S Pen, I have no idea yet what to expect with the S Pen. I haven't used it that much at all. But I will be making some more videos for this phone. Just keep in tune and make sure you hit the subscribe button and like button. And this was my first impressions video of the Galaxy Note 4. Thanks for watching.